Oh, here we are, day 13, and we've made it this far. I'm not being funny. If you made it through day 12, I mean, that was a bit of a tough one for me, but yeah, we're here now. So day 13, and this is hopefully where it gets a little bit better. So the truth about delay, and this is what everyone wants to know. This is the trade secrets that nobody admits. Today, I'm going to tell you something that no solicitor, no barrister, no Cafcass officer, and no judge want you to understand. Delay is not a problem in the family court. Delay is a tactic. Let that sink in. Everybody talks about backlogs and understaffing like it's accidental. It isn't at all. Delay is engineered, manufactured, deliberate, weaponized. It's the most powerful tool the system has, and they rely on you not realizing why they're doing it. The real reason why they delay your case, they delay because delay exposes behaviour that evidence cannot. They delay because delay breaks the parent who can't regulate themselves. They delay because delay shows who is emotional and who is emotionally stable, and it also shows who is emotionally radioactive. They delay because they know. The unstable parent will panic. The narcissistic parent will escalate. The manipulative parent will unravel. The reactive parent will expose themselves. The controlling parent will overreach. The lying parent will contradict themselves. The immature parent will breach the orders. The avoidant parent will disappear. The anxious parent will flood professionals. The aggressive parent will blow up. The delay turns people inside out. It reveals who they truly are without them actually realizing they're being observed. And that, my friends, is what the court is waiting for. Not your statement, not your evidence, not your timeline, not your truth, but they are waiting for someone to crack. And whichever parent cracks first becomes the unsafe parent. That's the calculation. The system isn't looking for justice, it's looking for predictability. Here's the trade secret. Nobody prints in guidance documents. Courts prefer a predictable liar over an unpredictable truth teller. Read that again. They will side with the parent who behaves consistently, even if they're full of shit, over the parent who behaves inconsistently, even if they're telling the truth. Because the judge is thinking, who is easier to manage over the next 10 years of this child's life? Not who is honest, who is moral, who is fair, who is right, but who is least likely to cause professional embarrassment later. That real test of delay, when nothing happens for 2 months, they're watching. They're watching how you react. When emails go unanswered for 6 weeks, they're watching how you respond. When reports don't show up, when hearings get postponed, when orders aren't enforced, when Cafcass ghosts you, when the other parent lies, when the school ignores concerns, when the police close the report, they're watching how your nervous system handles it. Because the judge is asking, if this parent falls apart under procedural stress, what will they be like when a child has actual stress? The mistake every parent makes. Most parents think, I need to show up. Serious this is. I need to show how serious this is. Send 20 emails a week, chase every agency, react to every provocation, write long explanations, demand movement, threaten complaints, correct the record, panic overrides, and this overproofing everything and over communicating, calling everybody incompetent, and they think they're helping their case. They're not. They're not. Absolutely not. They're handing the system ammunition because, from the court's perspective, that behavior is instability. And this is another trade secret for you. Way to pass the delay test. This is what you want to do. You don't win by reacting faster. You win by reacting slower. You win by showing emotional neutrality, behavioral predictability, pattern stability, non-reactivity, consistent tone, procedural engagement, no panic, no volatility, no escalation. You make yourself boring, not passive, boring. And I'll say that to you again. You need to be boring. That's not weak. That's boring. Not defeated, boring. Because boring equals safe, and safe equals the parent the court aligns with. How to use delay against the other parent. And here's where the real magic happens. When you go calm and predictable, they go frantic. Your stillness triggers their chaos. Your patience triggers their desperation. Your silence triggers their paranoia. Your discipline triggers their emotional leakage, and they start sending the kind of unhinged messages that make Cafcass think, there it is. That's the real personality. You didn't expose them, they exposed themselves. And the judge will never unsee that. Your practical task, now, this is where you level up. Choose one situation in your case where nothing is moving. Then write 2 versions of your response. First version A, the emotional reaction, the one you want, the one the gut wants to send everything, like let it all out on paper, wherever it's all emotional. Version B, the strategic response, the one that uses neutral tones, clarifying questions, procedural type framing, and child-focused, no emotion. You do this until your nervous system automatically defaults to version B, because that's the version that wins the case silently.